Good morning. I'm here to talk about the Core Board and some different forms of it. The Core Vocabulary Board from the Project Core, www.project-core.com, comes in a lot of different formats. One of the ones we use more often is the one with all 36 symbols on one page. And this works well for a lot of our students who are able to point with their finger and able to see these smaller pictures. But that's not the case for all of our children. Some of our children can't point with their finger. They're using a lot of fingers together or even their whole hand to point. And we want them to have access to the pictures while they're learning to refine and develop that pointing skill. And some of our students are not able to see this many busy pictures all on one page. So they need things that are a little bit larger and maybe with more contrast, like this one. Some other students too may need extra highlights, like a tactile addition, like puff paint added to the symbol to give more feedback to their hands. So for all of the forms of the Core Vocabulary Board, every student gets all 36 symbols. You have 36 things that you can use to talk and communicate with your child and model for your child through all activities all day long. Just in some situations, they're going to be able to have it all on one page. And in other formats, you're going to have to flip through different pages to access all of them. So let's talk a little bit about this form of the Core Vocabulary Board. This one is called the 9x4 because there's 9 symbols across 4 pages to give us 36. And it's called the high contrast because each symbol has a black background to give it a little more contrast with the picture symbols on the front. We've also added the puff paint to this one to give it some more tactile information for the student. You'll get used to using this, just like the 36 location form, but that takes time. And so don't worry about using all 36 symbols. Don't even worry about flipping back and forth from page to page. Find one or more pages that you're comfortable with, that you can choose some symbols that will work for one or more activities that you have across the school day and while at home. So for instance, this is page 1, and there's a lot of great things here on this page. You can talk about things that you like or that you want, that you're going to go get something. You could talk about things that you do not like or do not want. You can go. You can make cars go while you're playing. You can go outside. You can get ready to go to bed. You can look at so many things that are around. When you go for a walk, you can look at things. You can see all around you. You can talk about yourself, what I like, what I am looking at and seeing, what I do not like, or you could talk about someone else. He is going in the car. You can also talk about opening containers to get toys out, opening a container for food like the top of the yogurt or the cereal box. And so there's a lot of things that you can talk about using the vocabulary on this one page. Pick 1 or 2 words and get comfortable with those, using them all day long throughout the course of your regular day. Here's page 2. And I just want to give you some ideas about using some of this vocabulary. You might want to make something like cooking. So you could be making some scrambled eggs or making cookies. And after you're done and you're tasting them, you might say that they taste really good and that you'd like to eat more. Or while you're making them, Maybe they need to be stirred some more. You can turn the spoon and have it go around and around while you're stirring. And maybe you need help making that, or help getting it from the bowl onto the pan. You can do lots of different activities and put the batter on the pan. You could put the pan in the oven. So there's a lot of vocabulary on this one page, again, that you can use through different activities. Page 3. So you might talk about you doing something. It's your turn. You are going to do something. Or she. She is going to go. She is outside. She is doing that. I want that over there. I want it. It is here, right here. I want you to put it right here. Let's put it in. Let's clean up and put everything back in the container where it goes. Or let's put the food back in the refrigerator. Or when we're all done, let's throw things in the trash can to clean up. Where are you going to put it? In the trash can. Where did Mom go? She went to the store. What are we going to do today? What is that? What? So good question, just for simple things, for labeling, for asking what people are doing, for what you want, and why. What's the reason for it? So why did you do that? Why did that happen? I think it was an accident. So not forgetting to ask questions and to answer them too. On the last page of our 9x4 board, we can talk about putting things up, or seeing the airplane fly up, or bubbles floating up in the air, or picking someone up. We could be looking at all of the items, all of the things we're counting, all of the Legos, all of the people in the room, or just some of them. So I gave you all of the cereal, but look, there's still some left. Maybe we're counting all of the items, or just counting some of them. We can put things on the table, on the floor, on us. Let's put your socks on your feet. You can do that. You can do that. And when we're all done, we're finished. It's time to stop, and then we're finished. Who is going to help us out today? Who wants to do it? When is it time to eat? When are we going to play? When are we going to go outside? Time to stop and go back in. Let's clean up because we're finished. So again, the same words can be used for a lot of different meanings and many different activities across the day. Don't think you have to learn all of the picture symbols at one time and to use them all by flipping back and forth. Find a page or two that has symbols that you think you can get comfortable with first. Learn those and slowly add some more. Remember, the goal is to model for your child. We're not trying to get them. We're not going to take their hand and have them point. We're going to model, hoping that they will learn to point on their own. They're going to learn what to do and how to do it by watching you.